The way that you guys pulled this thing together and made it work the end of the season was miraculous. And I think a lot of Auburn people just want to say thank you for that.
Thank you. I mean, really thank you to the Auburn family. The way that we didn't expect the season to end like we wanted to, but I do know one thing: we got guys believing in Auburn again, and the fan base believing in the program that we're trying to instill in what we want. We want to put a great product on the field, then that they can be proud of. And I think rallying behind Coach Lack's vision, the team rallying behind the vision of just serving, believing in each other, and then just having that discipline to wake up every day to go play the best football ahead of them. And we were just excited the way we finished the season to give us a little bit more momentum to head into this phase of recruiting now.
Mm-hmm. Have you had a chance at all to reflect back on those last few games and think, how in the world did we pull that together?
Well, really, we talk about it every day. I mean, it's so surreal in terms of not really knowing what was going to happen, what the expectation. We kind of been going 100 mile per hour with recruiting. We kind of got a little break here at the end after the first signing period to kind of reflect on really what transpired. And we're just excited. I mean, one is we was excited to see a bunch of young men fight, fight for something that's bigger than themselves and really go out there and just try to do everything they can for the Auburn family to go win. And we're just excited about what we was able to do. But looking back on it, we never thought it would ever show up, in terms of doing things. We didn't know what was going to happen in those 4 weeks. All we did was just say, we're going to serve each other, we're going to believe in each other, and we're going to go out there and play the best football that we possibly can play.
Mm-hmm. I think I saw the other day that we were ranked third in the transfer class, whatever that means these days, and whoever puts it out. But reading about a couple of the guys that you recruited for the defensive backfield, like Tyler Scott and Terrence Love and Armani Diamond, some of those guys. Tell me about what you think about the transfer portal and how we're doing and how some of those guys might fit in early on in their careers.
Well, the first thing is identifying the right fit. I think for nowadays, the transfer portal has been a worldwide for a lot of football coaches. It's been crazy, but it has allowed us an opportunity to flip our entire roster, which with Coach Freeze coming in and his vision and being very proactive against some guys that has some experience and has production at the place that they're being to come in and fit the culture that we're trying to create at Auburn. That's a winning culture to get on the field and go put the best product out there so we can go win a championship. And, the guys that we've been able to recruit, I mean, it's taken a team effort with not only myself, but the entire staff, Coach Freeze, Coach Cadillac, everybody, Coach T. Reed, all of us have been, obviously a lot of sleepless nights and just been up and going and just trying to find the best young men that can come into those programs that can go out and we can help become better men first and great football players to be able to play on the plains. And we're excited. But, I mean, it takes a team to get a lot of those guys in recruiting and our recruiting staff, Bianca, her staff, all the ladies that goes behind the scenes, that put a lot of work in to help us do what we've been able to do with this transfer portal. And not only that, having some high school kids to come in that we think that can help immediately once they get on campus.
Mm-hmm. You've had a lot of success in recruiting. You got into it. It takes a whole team to do it, but being so successful on the recruiting trail as you have been, what are some of the secrets, or are there any secrets, or is it just hard work?
I think it's been instilled in me since the day I stepped foot on campus, and we believe in work, hard work. It takes a lot of work and a lot of time to really connect and establish a real relationship with these families. And the thing is just being yourself, being authentic about the things that you say you're gonna do, the things that you can help them achieve. And I'm a walking testimony of coming to Auburn and earning a degree and walking across the stage and being able to play big time ball and go win a national championship. So it's not something I have to make up. It's something that I lived. It's just being real and authentic with them. And once I'm able to get them on campus, the rest of it sells itself. I mean, the community, the family, the student body, just from everybody that's involved in the Auburn family, they play a big part of that, because once we're able to get them on campus and the love that they feel, everything that I've been saying on the phone, or I get a chance to go into the home, and once they do come on campus, that just seals the deal. But really just being yourself and being authentic and really having that really real connection on the dialogue of what they want to hear, the information that they need to hear, and making sure that you follow through with what you're going to say.
Speaking with Zac Etheridge of the Auburn Tigers here on Tiger Talk Overtime. And Zac, talking about being an Auburn Tiger, I saw yesterday, I think, or the day before, 12 years since that national championship in 2010 or 11, the game was. Seems like not that long ago, but a long time ago, right?
It does. It seems like it wasn't long ago, but you get a chance every time a year come by, you get to relive that moment and thinking about it. You see the highlights goes out for social media of things of that. But a lot of those guys, we're still connected. We're still doing life together. So we get a chance to talk about that experience and those moments that we was able to share.
Mm-hmm. Lots of new faces, not only in the on the team, but also on the coaching staff. Tell me a little bit. You spent a lot of time with Coach Freeze on the road in the last few weeks. Tell me your impressions of him and what the Auburn people can expect in the coming weeks and months.
Well, one, I think they got to know they got a guy that is a truly believer in his faith, and he's here to the development of the young man and making sure that we pour into their life. And he talks about it, win their heart, win their trust, and pour into them and serve them every single day. And that's what we built. That's what we believe in. And I mean, you got a guy that wakes up every day thinking about recruiting, going to sleep thinking about recruiting, or trying to find the best players in the country to kind of help us win the championship. And you just love his passion for Auburn. You love his passion for waking up every day, for his staff and for the young men around him that he get to touch every single day, in terms of important to their life. So they can expect a guy that's going to be relentless in recruiting, a true winner, and making sure that we develop young men on off the field every single day.
Mm-hmm. And how about the defensive staff a little bit? I know Coach McGriff is coming in to help with the defensive backs or the cornerbacks. Have you decided exactly whose role will be what in the defense next year?
Yeah, obviously I get a chance to learn from one of the brightest minds in college football. Coach Griff been around a long time, and every single day I get a chance to pick his brain about the things that, from a football standpoint, from a recruiting standpoint, just also life. He's been around for a while, who has a lot of respect from his peers, and we talked about it and things that we talk about. But for me and him, is we're going to run the secondary together. We both are going to be tied into the entire room. Is really, by title, by position. I'll be working with the safeties. He'll be the corners, but we're going to do this thing collectively, and we'll be able to cross train and do it all together. So that's what we're looking for. So we're going to be in this thing together with him and I.
Mm-hmm. And how about Coach Roberts? Have you had a lot of time to visit? And what do you think? How do you think Auburn will change next year, if they will change philosophy-wise on defense?
Man, Coach Roberts he's a guru of college football. I mean, he's trained a lot of guys when it comes to Dave Aranda, Pete Golden, Patrick Toney. He has trained a lot of guys, and I had an opportunity to work with him at Louisiana Lafayette in 2019, where we was very successful and obviously had some success the year after. But Coach Robert brings up attacking style defense to create negative plays early. He's really detailed about the things that he want to put on the field, and we already been talking about what's the Auburn style defense, fast and physical, and the way we're going to swarm the football and the way his scheme is set up for us to do those things. I think we're going to put a product out there that the Auburn family will be proud of.
Looking forward to seeing it. And finally, I wanted to ask you about Marcus coming in with a wide receiver, similar to yourself, played at Auburn. Now he went through some small colleges and made his way back to Auburn. And I know he's going to be an asset on the recruiting trail as well.
Man, can't be more excited. I mean, anytime you can see a guy that goes out and create a path for themselves and work their way up to the top. And I'm very familiar now, even with Josh Thornton, who's the same thing. I was coaching at Western Carolina, and he was a graduate assistant at the time. So you got a lot of young guys on this staff that is eager to be the best teachers that they can possibly be, and obviously pointing to these young men alike. But Marcus, I mean, he understands the work hard work. I'm watching every day. He relentless about the work that he brings every day, and I'm excited about the competition in the spring of my DBs having the opportunity to face his receivers. So it's just going to be competitive. I think iron sharpen iron, and his excitement and what he brings into the recruiting world and what he brings as a coach. I mean, we can be more excited to have a guy like Marcus leading the receiver room.